Kaylee Earthberry here again from Western Australia, and though this tree is not native to here, it can grow here because of the temperate weather we get here in Western Australia. And I saw this tree and I just had to come talk about it because it is probably one of the most useful trees in our society. This is the cork oak, or the Quercus suber. It is such an amazing tree. The bark is unlike I've ever felt before. It feels just like a wine cork would feel. And these trees actually originate in Europe and Northern Africa. And just like any other oak, it has great astringent qualities. So any kind of tightening that may need to happen in the body, say like if you have a boil or some kind of infection where something needs to be drawn out of the skin, it's great for gingivitis for that matter. The astringent qualities of the bark is what we usually use, though you can use the leaves. Those astringent qualities help tighten the skin, and it's also really amazing for bleeding gums and periodontal diseases. Dr. Christopher, one of my mentors, he talks about white oak a lot. You can use it for diarrhea, any kind of chronic bleeding, leaky gut syndrome. You can use it as an eye wash. It's just an all-around amazing medicinal plant, and this oak just so happens to also be what you make corks out of. And one of the reasons we use cork in the wine industry is because the cork actually allows the wine to breathe, and so it helps in the process of fermentation and creating a really lovely tasting wine. So yeah, if you want to zoom in on this amazing bark right here as the siren goes by, this is just like such a fluffy and light example of bark. And most of the cork is actually produced in Europe, and it's actually named Cork because of the region in Ireland called Cork. And Portugal and Spain produce the most cork out of anywhere in the world. And you can harvest the tree by harvest the cork from the tree by removing this outer bark. And it actually doesn't harm the tree, and as long as you harvest it every 9 years, the bark will actually regrow. And yeah, you just use this, you would take this rougher part of the cork bark off and use the innermost bark for the medicinal qualities. Or what I like to do when harvesting any kind of bark to cause the least amount of harm to the tree, I'd take like either a dead branch off of the ground or a dead branch that's holding on, and take the bark off that to make sure that that you don't actually harm the tree. You never, aside from cork, which is amazing, it can regenerate itself, but aside from cork, you never want to circumnavigate the tree to harvest any kind of bark, because the tree actually pulls the nutrients and water up into the leaves. And so if you circumnavigate the trunk, then it cuts off the vascular transport system of the water and nutrients from the soil, so the tree would actually die. But this cork is an amazing tree because that actually doesn't happen, and you can keep harvesting it sustainably so long as you do it every 9 years. So yeah, that is the cork tree. What a treat. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, folks.